Hey guys, I am Mike and I'm stupid. I'm out here on the mountain. It's about 95 degrees. Trying to get a little exercise in, get some vitamin D, and I'm certainly getting plenty of vitamin D. Excuse me, I have to drink water while I talk. I've been doing a lot of research on my labs, military abductions, as of like the past 48 hours, just because the most recent story that dropped about the Pentagon officially releasing the footage from the Navy fighter pilots. That's been out. You know, we've been talking about that story. Everyone in the UFO community has been talking about that since December 2017. Pardon me. And it's not news to us. But I guess the significant thing is that video, you know, was officially released by the Pentagon. But if you pay attention to the show or all the ins and outs of this story, is that the website The Drive has done a very good job at following this story and trying to follow up with the Pentagon and the United States Air Force to see if they have any comment on or know anything about what the Navy pilots saw and filmed during those USS Nimitz encounters. The United States Air Force has been stalling and maybe lying or fibbing, saying they'll get back to the reporter, and they never do. And so the people who really care about what is going on here, they have a real passion for it, and they're being stonewalled by the same people who just released this footage. So it seems like there are a couple different parties at play here, or maybe one party and they just have a definite opinion about what they want to see happen. And I have had friends text me that video. So, have you seen this, Mike? Have you seen this? The Pentagon released this. UFOs are real. I know a lot of people out there think that what is filmed out there is an alien spacecraft. I don't know anymore. You know, if you asked me a few years ago, yeah, definitely. It's something extraterrestrial, not built here. Now I'm not so sure. It very well could be a craft that was built by either a contractor or by the United States military itself. And since the United States Air Force isn't commenting on that, maybe it's leading back to them. It's just that we're seeing, as with everything as of late, you know, people are going with the mainstream narrative for a lot of stuff, a lot of topics. And it's not necessarily, well, maybe it is bad. I was going to say not necessarily bad. I was trying to be diplomatic here, but it is bad because typically, I'm not going to say all the time, but typically when the U.S. media gets on board with the story and they will talk about it continuously on a loop, there's an agenda that goes beyond just clicks and money and advertising. We'll see in the next few weeks if that happens with this UFO Pentagon video that was just released, officially released. But as of right now, it seems to be a trickle effect. Slow disclosure, not this quick disclosure. It's very, very slow. And who knows if people really care about this right now? I mean, why is the Pentagon releasing this right now, right when the lockdown is about to be eased up? I guess it's a perfect time to release something that's kind of interesting and scandalous. And this provokes more questions. Only more questions. Like if that is a vehicle that is built by a contractor or somebody closely linked to the United States military, Air Force, then what propulsion system are they using? How are they able to defy gravity and laws of inertia that weren't commonly, I guess they're not defying laws, they're kind of like forcing scientists and people to reevaluate current physics and what is possible. I guess there's not enough of a conversation going on in the mainstream about this, but even if it was taking place, I don't know if I would trust it. I'm skeptical about the release of this and the end result. Last week, or maybe it was earlier this week, it was announced that Space Force, our Space Force, has its first offensive weapon to be deployed in space, which what I read was some sort of wave, some sort of signal that can jam other satellites. And so there we go. We got Space Force making weapons. We got the Pentagon acknowledging UFOs. Everything is right in line for a brand new space tax. And meanwhile, asteroids and comets are flying by the Earth 24/7. I guess the whole point of this is, as with everything that is promoted, you dig a little deeper. It's not that hard. I don't have all the answers. In fact, I might even I might have one answer to something. I don't have any answers. Just, dig a little deeper. It's not all cut and dry. It certainly is not cut and dry. The UFO problem and what's going on is probably far more complex than the military would ever care to disclose. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to get up this mountain and get into the shade. Bye.